Now, your Alaska Link weather for Fairbanks and the interior.
The roller coaster ride of spring does continue now. As we stepped into the weekend forecast, we were with the warmth of the 50s for the first April weekend. But then into this week, we had that cooling potential that was keeping our highs into the 20s the last 2 days. But we've been making a rebound here as we rolled into the middle of the week. And we will note that we're going to continue that rebound where we are going to see even some fair weather around for Thursday. Still battling some clouds, though areas of sunshine in the mix, but can't rule out a few snowflakes. And then another more prominent wave of energy will be in place on Friday, continuing a chance for those snow showers. But as mentioned, the gradual warming is going to continue through the end of this work week and then into that weekend forecast where there is that potential to even bring back some of that 50-degree warmth. Now, what we have here for Thursday is still again a cooler than normal trend with morning temperatures at 13 degrees and a high of 38, though we are looking to be closer to those averages than we were earlier this week. So we're seeing that steady climb taking hold. Now, we will note that when it comes down to getting temperatures back to the 40s, that is looking likely. And even noting the April outlook that runs into the third week outlook, we are noting that much of the region, we don't see much of any of that blue or yellow to red shading, meaning that we're talking a seasonable temperature trend ahead. So noting that we're going to talk about more of these 40-degree days on that 7-day forecast. Now, when it comes down to what we have here for Thursday, weather-wise, again, generally fair weather. Might be able to see a few squeeze of a snow shower here or there, but not a prominent feature that we'll look at, though more of a prominent setup for Friday's forecast. For Thursday, though, here we have 14 hours and 41 minutes of daylight with a 6:31 sunrise and a 9:12 sunset. Throughout the day, again, we do look to try to build those temperatures up again closer to that average high of 43. Some of our temperatures out west closer to those 20s. Delta Junction returns to the 40s. We have Denali National Park just around 32 degrees. Now, our Friday, we are back to a wave of energy that is going to bring in more times of some of that precipitation. We do see temperatures starting to climb a bit for more of our here western regions, but what we see is that we dial back a few degrees for more of our local area due to dealing with that precipitation, where we'll look at least another light dosing of some of those snow showers equating upwards of a few tenths of an inch to an inch. But then as we move out of that wave, we will start to see that we have a quiet few days when it comes down to sky conditions. However, there is a strong increase into those winds as we are going to be dealing with some downsloping. And what that will allow for, though, is the turnaround of those temperatures. So after settling into the 30s the last few days and here into our Friday, we will be seeing there's that big jump in those temperatures to get towards the 50s. We'll see a little bit of some precipitation possible from the system that will be bringing impacts to the south central on Monday, but then we do continue that steady trend of more of those seasonable temperatures as we head through the rest of next week.